Call for an uprising. Why do you need so much money? All I ever see you do, all I ever hear you doing is talking about some celebrity or talking about some government official, the president, people that's under the president. That's all I ever hear you doing. So why does that warrant money? Help me understand your need for money. Clarify your need for this money. If you like to give to the movement, this helps tremendously. How does it help you? So you don't have to concentrate on doing anything else but just creating videos about George Bush and Barbara Bush? How is that helping people change their lives? How is that helping people to have a better life? Because giving money is like an investment. You're investing in something that is going to give you an return. They don't get a return. All they get is a YouTube video. You're using a free platform to put your videos on that cost you nothing. And you're monetizing as well. You're one of the ones that talk about symbolism. You talk about the same people that you claim to hate. It's the same people that are responsible for the ads that you allow to be played on your own material. That's the biggest contradiction to date. That's the biggest contradiction to date. See, people, you have to wake up. You have to analyze everything that you're doing. These people will talk you out of your own house and home. And they would move in and you would be glad to live on the fucking porch outside in the elements, having to deal with that just to please them. But what are they giving you that's worth it? This is what I can't understand. What are they giving you in return? Not a damn thing. This man claims to be a Christian, but when his channel went down, when one of his main channels went down for the first time, he made threats against YouTube and YouTube staff. Or should I say the YouTube owners and the YouTube staff, because YouTube by itself is just a platform. But he made threats against the owners of YouTube, as well as the staff that actually work under the owners of YouTube, because he was so angry that he had to start all back over again because it was about the money. It had nothing to do with bringing the people information, because he could continue doing that. They didn't stop him from doing that. They never stopped him from doing that. But what they stopped him from doing is collecting a whole lot of money. And he was angry at the fact that he had to start all back over again. These people are nothing but con artists. You understand? And I'm going to bust out every single one of them. I don't care how much you run to my comment section in the defense of these motherfuckers. I don't give a damn about that, because I know I'm telling the truth. I know exactly what I'm talking about. And you know it too. This is why you run in this direction, because you can't believe that I would bust them out. Because no one else is. No one else cares. This is the only reason why they're not busting them out, because no one else cares. And the rest of the people, they're doing the same thing that this jerk is doing. Or should I say trying to do the same thing? Because they're not really gaining a whole lot of money. It's only a certain percentage of people that's willing to give up their money. But over time, this starts to add up. And this is what they're hoping for. They're hoping for thousands of dollars. They're hoping that they don't have to do anything else but just talk about Barbara Bush and George Bush. Talk about the government. Talk about everything that's going on in the government. Talk about how the government wants to destroy us, wants to depopulate the population, and, everything that YouTube hosts. This is what they talk about. And their research is done like this. They go on YouTube, they go on the internet, period, and gain all their information from the same sources that you use yourselves. And they repeat a lot of information just over and over and over again. It's not even their own thoughts. It's somebody else's thoughts. Get with the program and understand what's going on with people like a call for an uprising. He's just trying to make money. You take away that money and see what happens. See how many videos he's willing to create then, huh? Why don't you ask him this? Hey, listen, man, we need you to prove that it's not about the money. And the only way that you could possibly do that and succeed is to unmonetize every last video that you have and any other videos that you already have monetized. Okay? And then stop taking money from the people by begging them for money directly. Okay? Like number one, using something like GoFundMe and Indiegogo, these cyber begging sites. And see, if you really think about it, if you really just give this some thought, nothing has changed since they started. From day one to the present day that they have been in existence, that you have known anything about them, nothing has changed. Everything is still the same, worse than ever. Shouldn't it be some significant changes? Because they claim to be doing so much. What is their mission? What is their goals, huh? You would be surprised to know that their goals for real, in the reality, is to take your money. It has nothing to do with waking you up and changing your life and preparing you for something. Listen, all this is repeated, regurgitated information that they get from someone else. I told you, these are not their own thoughts. And they write it down if they have to, and then they record a video, and you fall for it every time. Every day, it's the same shit over and over and over and over and over again. It would seem like you would be completely tired of it by now. What are they really giving you, huh? Can I ask you that? Would you be so kind to give me the answer to that question? What are they giving you that's worthy of your money, huh? See, nobody wants to answer the questions. When they come in my comment section, they want to attack me for one reason, because I'm against the people that they support. Not because I'm telling a lie on these people, because the truth comes directly from the horse's mouth. They expose themselves, really. I just repeat everything that they have said themselves. I just repeat everything that they have done themselves, and the things that they haven't done. More importantly, the things that they haven't done. They won't do anything outside of create a YouTube video and beg you for money. They've been doing it for years. Isn't it time to move on to something else? I mean, this is the same old. We want something different now. If you're not willing to give that difference, then the money needs to stop. Don't you agree? The bank needs to close. Don't you agree? I mean, how much more money are you willing to give these fools in the first place, huh? How much more money will it take for you to understand that they're just trying to take your money to make a living off of it, huh? And it's more than one of them. They're doing the same things. You got 100 people that's doing the same thing that a call for an uprising is doing. But guess what? Nothing has changed. Something's wrong with that picture. Something is very wrong with that picture. 100 different people that's committed, so-called committed to change, so-called committed to giving people certain bits of information, preparing people, but yet nothing has changed. Yet shit is worse than ever. But how can that be? 100 different people that's out here committed? Come on, man. Listen, it's time to wake up now. And if I have to be the one to wake you up, then so be it. I know there's a few more people out there that's dedicated, but I'm telling you, doing the work that I do, there's only a few. There's only a few that's willing to do this for nothing. We don't charge anything. We don't monetize. We don't try to beg for money through GoFundMe or other resources. We just want to give people the truth, to wake them up finally, to have them to recognize that, you know what? You're getting cheated. Every day that you pay any attention to people like a call for an uprising, you're being cheated out of your money. This is their goal every day, to separate you from your money. They have to go through you, okay? And they're doing a pretty good job of it. And they have done a pretty good job of it. They have managed to take millions of dollars from people like you over the past 20 years. And that's not a long time. How did they do it? Through and by manipulation. Having you think that they really care about you and what happens to you. But in the reality, they only care about what happens to themselves. And you would be surprised to know that most of them, the so-called goes against this and goes against that, they indulge in these same things that they swear up and down that they hate. You would be surprised to know that some of these people that call themselves Christians are not really Christians. They just claim to be because they need to gain an audience. And this is the first thing that they have to do. They have to pretend to be something that the masses are in order to gain these same masses coming to their channels. This is why they love to monetize, because if you don't have the people coming to your channel in the first place, you can forget about it. You're not going to make any money anyway. And people like a call for an uprising, listen, they understand that there are a lot of Christians out here that stand for Jesus Christ, that love God. So he pretends to love God to gain the support of these people. But you would be surprised to know that this man isn't even a Christian. He's pretending to be one, only to get your money. But the jig is up. I'm telling you right now, the jig is up. Everything is about to be exposed on all you manipulators out there that have been taking advantage of the people. Your time has come. I'm telling you. You may not believe it. You can laugh and think to yourself, what is this dude talking about? I'm not worried about anything. Everything's going smooth for me. I'm telling you right now, it's coming to an end. And it's going to start with AdSense. And for some of you, it's going to start with your channel being terminated yet again. Now I know what you're thinking. Well, I'll just do what I did last time. I'll just create yet another channel. I'll start over again. This time, they got a surprise for you. YouTube is changing its system, okay? They're going to change the way that they have been doing things, the way that they handle things. So from now on, when you're terminated, you are indeed permanently terminated. And they're making the switch right now as I speak. If you don't believe me, you just wait a while, because your day is coming. I'm telling you now. And when AdSense shuts down, I really feel sorry for you. Because most of you, listen, you have no education. You have no skills. You've been crooks and thieves all your lives. This internet gave you yet another opportunity. But this opportunity is about to come to an end. I'm telling you. Number one, you should know that this is true, because there's way too many people that's involving themselves in this. There's way too many people that know about this. And you know for certain, when people start to find out about something, especially a money-making opportunity, and they start to take part in it, guess what happens? It all comes to an end. It happens like that every single time. Nobody really knows why. Maybe it's too many people that's involving themselves in it, or maybe it's not worth it to the people that actually came up with the idea. But for whatever reason, it's coming to an end. I'm telling you now. You're going to be replaced with the celebrities that's already creating channels right now. Will Smith is one of them. I think they used him to actually kick things off. It's more and more celebrities right now that's creating YouTube channels every single day. And guess what? Within a short period of time, they have millions of followers and millions of subscribers. Will Smith created his channel one day, and then that next day he had almost 700,000 subscribers. I don't even know if that's really even possible, but I saw it with my own eyes. Maybe they doctored the numbers, I don't know, but the numbers were there right before my eyes. And that next day he had over 1.5 million subscribers. And that was just Will Smith. I mean, imagine some of these other, rap artists and movie stars and, that could just create a channel today and then tomorrow have millions of subscribers. They're going to beat you out of this money-making opportunity. Okay? It's already been decided, by the way. So you have no say-so in it whatsoever. Doesn't matter what you say. It's already been decided. You're done. I hope you have something to fall back on. I really do. Because if you don't, you're going to suffer. Most of you have families, they're going to suffer because they are depending on you. And you, ironically, are depending on strangers that could just say one day, you know what? I don't want to support them anymore. And then where does that leave you? Make no mistake, they have made this their full-time gig. This is not a job. This was never meant to be a job. Just a little money-making opportunity on the side. Most of you really believed that these people that they have been showing you for years really make millions of dollars off YouTube. They don't. They don't. And you're going to start finding that to be 100% truth. I'm telling you. But don't believe it now. Don't believe anything I say. And don't be prepared for what's coming just around the corner.